So you have the sorority sister, and then you have her best friend that is one of the execs. So now we know why there was a 3-on-1 debate. So we know that it was a biased debate. No questions asked. So you're celebrating for nothing because she never did get to her policy. She never answered any questions. They never fact checked her on anything. I want to bring something else to your attention because a lot of people are distorted in knowing what a real leader is. See, Trump is a real leader. A real leader is not perfect by any means. For my Christians out there,
welcome back, warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all for joining me here today. Oh, Lord, have mercy. An ABC whistleblower came out with what really happened at the debate the other night with former President Donald J. Trump and Kamala Harris. You are not going to want to miss this one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch it to the end. Wow, let's go ahead and get into it. This is too good to wait. All right, here we go. This is what just came out. It says, turns out Kamala was given the debate questions beforehand, and now there is an ABC whistleblower who is releasing an affidavit proving it. We all knew it. Okay, it says, I will be releasing an affidavit from an ABC whistleblower regarding the debate. I have just signed a non-disclosure agreement with the attorney of the whistleblower. The affidavit states how the Harris campaign was given sample questions, which were essentially the same questions that were given during the debate in separate assurances of fact-checking Donald Trump, and that she would not be fact-checked. Accordingly, the affidavit states several other factors that were built into the debate to give Kamala a significant advantage. I have seen and read the affidavit, and after the attorney blacks out the name of the whistleblower and other information that could dox the whistleblower, I will release the full affidavit. I will be releasing the affidavit before the weekend is out. This is what is out there right now. And yes, as you all can see, this woman, Kamala Harris, can't do a one-on-one debate without things being delivered to her in advance. Remember that Dana Bash interview with CNN where she had to have Tim Walz, Tampon Tim, as the break in case of emergency glass person? She can't do, and then it was pre-recorded and edited, and she was looking down. Why can't she answer questions? Why? What is so hard about that? I mean, if she can't do this, what makes us think? What makes us think she's going to be a good president? Yeah, she's got the media machine behind her because, you know, the DMs control the media, right? Yes, they do. Those slippery demons, just those demon rats. Yes, they control the media. But what they can't control is the truth always comes out. Whatever is done in secret comes to the light. Whatever is done in secret comes to the light. Now, I am just amazed at how everything is turning out. Kamala Harris thought she had it. She was looking very professional. She didn't have any word salads, even though she did not answer questions and everything she said was a lie. I did a video on that. Her and her 25 lies. I mean, just lie, 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 lie. You know, she lied about the abortion ban. Donald Trump is not going to do a federal abortion ban. He has nothing to do with Project 2025, although Project 2025 is not bad in my eyes. He has nothing to do with it. He is Agenda 47. She just lied. She came up with conspiracy theories that had already been debunked, like the whole Charlottesville thing. Everything she said was a lie. And now her campaign is scrambling. Oh, she's scrambling. And I'm going to have another video about how the New York firefighters treated Biden and Kamala Harris, but then how they responded very differently to Donald J. Trump. It is amazing. You got to watch that one too. I'll link it at the end of this one. You guys, this is huge. Now, let's see what else they got. Now, here on my screen, it says that ABC, now this has been confirmed, and this is on X. It says ABC debate moderator Lindsay Davis just happens to be a sorority sister of Kamala Harris. They're both AKAs. It is unconfirmed, however, if ABC moderator Lindsay Davis lost her job after she gave Kamala and her team debate questions. So it was Lindsay Davis who gave the debate questions. So it's not sure whether or not Lindsay lost her job. Plus, one of the high up executives is a friend of Kamala Harris's and is the reason why Kamala Harris met her husband. Yes. So this was an inside job. This was a setup from the get up. And this whistleblower spills the tea. And I talked about, the ABC executive being a friend of Kamala Harris's. So this is all over X. This is crazy. And if we don't see that this woman is not fit for the job, I feel sorry for anybody who is still with her, because I have never been with her. Well, I was back in 2020, but that's when I had TDS and I didn't know any better. But thank God for his grace and mercy. I repented. I am on the Trump train. But anyway, we should want someone to be a leader of our country who is strong, who exudes strength, okay, not weakness, who, if you can't answer questions. And the crazy thing about it, Donald Trump, after the debate, he took questions from a huge group of reporters. Huge. And they were against him also, but he just said no. They were like, well, what? You must think you lost the debate if you have to. Why didn't you just let that be? Why are you still here answering questions? See, the media is a machine that works for the demon rats. So in case y'all don't know that, they are. And though they try to present themselves to be unbiased, even though ABC didn't even hide it. They didn't even hide it. They fact-checked Donald Trump and did not fact check that lying heifer Kamala Harris not one time. That was a 3 against 1. This ABC whistleblower, we got to pray for this person because we knew it, right? We knew it. We knew she couldn't answer questions. We knew it. She can't take things. That's why she avoided the media. She avoided interviews, for 40 days. And then when she came up with one, it was pre-recorded, edited. You could see that she was looking down at the table. And then they had a wide shot with no paper, like we supposed to fall for that. And she had Tim Walz, Tampon Tim, right next to her. Lord have mercy. Now, this is bad. This is bad. And you know what? You kind of feel sorry. Well, no, I really don't feel sorry for the people that wanted her to win because, come on, let's just be honest. Is Kamala Harris president material? This is not me coming down on women. I'm a woman myself, clearly, but she's not presidential material. She's probably made for something else. She wasn't even, well, let's just be honest. She wasn't even a good vice president. Come on, people. Are we going to set our bar so low that the person who is the reason for the Inflation Reduction Act, for the inflation being up as high as it is Kamala Harris because she's the vice president and she was the tie-breaking vote, okay, that voted in favor of this so-called Reduction Act that did anything but reduce inflation. It raised it. So why she is the reason why things cost so much. And she wants to lie about price gouging. It's her. It's no price gouging. It's her. Come on, people. Let's get with it. We know what we got to do in November come. It's Friday. It's September 13th. It's some scary stuff going on out here in these political streets. And you all, I am with you. I am with Donald Trump. I am with who God himself is using. He is not using the Democrat Party. You got crooked Republicans who actually are Democrats in disguise. They're rhinos. But the true Republicans, they want to do what is right by this country. And we got to know the truth, honey. And they delivered those questions in advance to Kamala Harris. Whistleblower. Oh, yes. Whistleblower came out with spilled the tea, honey. Spilled the tea. So let's check out another clip here. This is about the moderator. This woman on X is spilling the tea on this. So let's check it out.
So I'm finding out this morning that one of the moderators, the lady that was up there, is actually Kamala's sorority sister. So you have the sorority sister, and then you have her best friend that is one of the execs So now we know why there was a 3-on-1 debate. So we know that it was a biased debate. No questions asked. So you're celebrating for nothing because she never did get to her policy. She never answered any questions. They never fact checked her on anything. I want to bring something else to your attention because a lot of people are distorted in knowing what a real leader is. See, Trump is a real leader. A real leader is not perfect by any means. For my Christians out there, you know David in the Bible wasn't perfect. You know Paul wasn't perfect. Noah wasn't perfect. Solomon wasn't perfect. Abraham wasn't perfect. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. King Cyrus. None of those leaders were perfect, but nonetheless, they were leaders. See, a leader shows up. They don't hide from the people. She's saying that she's a part of the people. Then where were you for 3.5 years? You didn't show up. You didn't show up for the families that was in Afghanistan. You didn't show up. All you did was hid behind the keyboard all weekend and talk about the real leader that showed up. You didn't show up to the border. Trump went to the border, even though he wasn't president. He showed up to the border. And for all you black people out there, she didn't even show up to the NABJ. Trump showed up to the NABJ. You know, so the only leader that's perfect was Jesus Christ. But even back then in his day, they would have called him an imperfect leader because he didn't concede to their itching of ears and what they wanted to do. He wasn't all about optics. All he was about his father's business, standing on the truth. That's what Jesus was about. He's the only perfect leader. But you know, Satan, they manipulate you with flattery. That's what Satan does. He makes you, they manipulate, they polish themselves up to deceive you. See, Satan is the father of lies. Jesus is the conveyor of truth. And that's what we need during this time. It's time to rise up and speak out against the evil of the atrocities of this party, the manipulation, the gaslighting. It has to stop. And black people, y'all are sitting up here and y'all supporting this stuff. And this woman said that she wasn't doing nothing for black folks. She was locking up black men in jail left and right. And y'all still want to back her. So she's saying that it's time for a change. She is completely right. I 100% agree. It's time for a change, and it's time to get your administration, fire her administration, and move in Trump into the White House, y'all. So it's time to put America first instead of having America last. So y'all, let's get out there. We stay prayed up. We need to we need to pray during these rough times and just keep your head on the swivel. And I'll check in with y'all later.
All right there now, that sister told the truth. That sister told the truth. That's what I'm talking about. I don't even need to add anything to it. I don't even need. Trump shows up. Trump shows up. They gave him hell, and it was ABC, Rachel Scott of ABC, that gave him hell. You don't invite someone somewhere under false pretenses. Your equipment doesn't work and it starts late, and then you immediately with the first question attack that person. And then Trump, you know, he's imperfect. But who's perfect? She just said a bunch of names in the Bible that these were imperfect men, but God still used them. I'm voting for the one God is using, and that's Donald J. Trump. Yeah, he says some things off the cuff sometimes. He's not politically correct, but I'll tell you one thing, he is not. He is not fake. He is real. He tells the truth. He'd be like, I didn't know she was Indian. I didn't know she was black. I thought she was Indian. Now she's black. He didn't know. He just told the truth. He told the truth. And then other black people in these man on the street interviews were like, Trump right, I didn't know either. And ABC, Lindsay Davis was that same reporter, that same anchor person. I did a video some months ago about 4 Trump supporters, all black. And he made comments about the prosecution of him and the t-shirt with his mugshot on it. And he said the black people selling it for $19.99, and they relate to me because they say I'm persecuted like they are. They wanted to make, the mainstream media wanted to make that a racist statement. And Lindsay Davis, the same one that was at this presidential debate a couple nights ago, was saying that, wasn't that racist? Don't y'all think that was racist? And they were all for the black Trump supporters said, no, that's not racist. See, people got to vote on policy, not perfection. You're not going to get perfection. Plus, this woman mentioned Satan as the father of lies. Kamala Harris told probably at least 20 to 25 lies. Everything Donald Trump, though, I don't necessarily think he should have said some of the stuff he said, but all of it was the truth. If you do your own fact checking and don't let ABC fact check, you will find that Donald Trump told the truth. That heifer told a bunch of lies. And Satan is the father of lies. And she came out polished and prepared because she had the questions beforehand. Duh, anybody can do that. Anybody can cheat on the test and get the answers before the test and make 100. And she didn't even make 100 because she didn't have any policy. She just had rhetoric. They asked her, do you think Americans were better off 4 years ago than they are now? And she just said, I grew up in a middle-class family. You know, she evaded that question. She evaded it. It's ridiculous. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.